Anybody ever seen a mission statement before? Here, everybody take one. Take a mission statement. Here we go. One for everybody. One, slow down. All right. Okay, now. Who wants to be the first one to read the first sentence on the mission statement? Okay, how about you?
I don't read yet.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on what she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare.
Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. Hey, I got a question. And it's a legit question, man. The link is pinned to the comments, man. I want to know, why do guys leave America to go to nations to get black women? I got a story though. I'll tell you what inspired this. I got a story. So once upon a time, I think the third legal job I ever had, I worked as a travel agent for a company. At that time, it was called DER Tours. At that time, it was a German-owned travel agency. It was a travel agency for travel agents. So before everybody got these online travel agency clubs and businesses, all the travel agents used to have to call one of three companies in order to set up your trips. And DER Tours was one of them. Anyway, so since it was a German company and most of the people who were traveling overseas were going to Germany if they used this company, they would rent a hotel, a car. It'd be part of a whole tour package. Okay, cool. Something I learned, I had to be like 19 at the time, 19 or 20. Something I learned at that time was a luxury four-door car in Germany was a Ford LTD. That's crazy. Anyway, a Ford LTD was a luxury car in Germany. And their mini and compact their mini compact two-door car was the Benz, the four-door car was a BMW, or vice versa. I can't remember. And I remember talking to my supervisor at the time, and I said, "Yo, why is it that Benzes are like their economy car?" That's what was called, economy. Why were Benzes their economy car, but Ford LTDs were their luxury car? And they said, for the same reason that y'all think Ford stands for found on the road dead here and think they're your domestic car, but you think that Benzes are luxury cars, even though they break down just as much as Fords. They're foreign, baby. That's they foreign. Ford and Chevy is they foreign. And it changed my whole thought process and dynamic toward foreign versus domestic. Because, black people love to be like, I got foreign, I got foreign whips, I got foreign cars. Let me show you something real quick. So this is a police car in Germany. BMW is their patrol police car. That would be like their Chevy Caprice, right? They also have another German car. I don't even know if Audi's German, but I think it is. And that would be like the car that they chase you down on the autobahn, right? But it's foreign here, right? The BMW and the Audi are their state trooper type cars, right? Then when you get to what their cabs are, right? Let's see. Let's show you something. Where is it? This is a taxi cab, a Benz, a E-Class Benz. This is older, but just think about how hot these Benzes were on the street in America, and they picking you up from the airport and that, right? One of the things that I I kind of researched after the fact, because like I said, I'm about 20, so I got friends coming home from the Navy, did 3 years, whatever, and they started talking about shut up, trouble one. A passport costs less than that fake ass hair you put on your eyelashes. Anyway, so another thing that I started researching, I said, yo, a Benz over there is like, and we talking like 2000s prices, right? Early 2000s. But I'm like, the Benz over there is 22, but over here is 64, right? And a Chevy Caprice over here was like 18 factory, you know what I'm saying? No leather and wood, but it was going 40 over there because of tariff tax. Now, this is my question. This is my question. If the same thing that you think is raggedy here is just more expensive somewhere else because of the social, I ain't gonna say more expensive, more value to you somewhere else because of the social um value that you put on it. Why would you go out the country and get the same shit you can get here? Have you seen these goofy ass black bitches from foreign places when they come to America and they become the goddamn Claudine Gays and Justice Brown Jacksons and the goddamn all these stupid ass goofy bitches. Like all of these black women around the world want to act like American black women. Hold on, I'll prove it to you. I'm sure there's a picture of African women. Hold on, let's see. South African women. South African women have the same swag as any other woman in any other place. Share the screen. They're just toddlers. No matter where you are, they toddlers. Look at it. I ain't even see the title. I just Googled this. What is it? When women lead. It's good for business. So they pushing feminism in Africa. You get the same goofy fat bitches with fake ass hair. You see the fake ass hair? Bunch of juice and berry bitches. Fuck that dashiki shit. That's just a fashion statement. They still trying to run shit. They still trying to put themselves over the man. They still hoping to get to America so they can dominate in a place in which they know they man not gonna check them. Like y'all don't check Travel One. Like somebody should be beating Travel One up every day. Like somebody should just be behind her all the time. Every time she talks, just hit her in her mouth. But they don't. Nobody gives her the domestic discipline that she deserves. Shout out to little big Nate. Plus, black women are not the standard. White women are the standard. White women have always been the black woman's standard. So, with that being said, why don't you get a white woman? If you go to Asia, come back with an Asian woman. If you go to Brazil, don't come back with a black Brazil bitch. Come back with a indigenous Brazilian bitch, a real Brazilian. Why is it that you guys travel to get the same bullshit you can get at the crib? What you look like, bro? You spend a buck and a quarter for a passport, 1,000 for the trip, hotel fees, all that type of shit. You be like, oh, I only paid $3 for the meal. Yeah, but it costs you damn near 1,500 for the trip. You 1,500 down for that $3 meal, bro. So that's $1,503. Then you get some bottom barrel bitch just cause she dark skinned out there. Nigga, you could have spent $40 at the crib for the same random raggedy ass bitch. Some bitch that talk back, talking about man, they better matter. Let me explain something to you guys. And I want somebody to click the link because I want somebody to explain this to me, man. What's up with the black fetish? Because it's a fetish, bro. What's up with the black fetish? Y'all say that they what? They have better customer service? Why don't you demand better customer service where you at? They more respectful. Why you don't hit this bitch in her mouth right here? Make her respect you. You think every goddamn man don't have the same issues? Man, somebody put trouble on timeout. I ain't got time for this shit today, man. I ain't got time to listen to dumb bitches talking about motherfucking one kid. All these bitches got multiple baby daddies. They whole fucking child lineage look like a pack of now later. Shut this bitch up, man. Put on 300 seconds or something. And shout out to bro, man. Shout out to bro. Bro went down to Mexico with Latin America, Central America, and found a girl from Central America. He went to Central America, he didn't go down to Central America and try to find a gringo. He didn't go down to Central America and look for a Romanian bitch. He went down to Central America and got a girl from Central America. Why do y'all travel places based on color? What the fuck is it about y'all that fucked y'all head up to make y'all think that any girl is a good girl if she not trained? Why are y'all scared to train y'all toddlers, man? Why y'all be saying shit like, oh man, she ain't already trained. I ain't fucking with her. Who gonna train her then, bro? You can't raise your own kids in America because you let these goofy bitches bully you into taking your daughters. So you can't train your daughters to be a good wife for somebody else. And most of y'all niggas who allowed to raise y'all daughters, let her choose her own man, which means you're a horrible patriarch anyway. Ain't no fucking way in the world your daughter should pick her own boyfriend. Have you seen women's dating selection? These bitches have no discernment. Talking about they got intuition. Bitch, that ain't intuition, that's hindsight. Intuition is not doing it. Not I shouldn't have did it. Goofy bitches. Why do you let these bitches talk with clothes on? Why do you let these bitches breathe without permission? Why do you let these bitches do anything? Why don't you oppress your bitch here so when she feels freedom, she knows how to act in public? Why don't y'all take her to Aisle 5? She take her kid to Aisle 5. You telling me that these fucking black bitches are better patriarchs than you? That's the old say. They don't want to train their toddler. That's why they want other men to do it for them. They want black women, but don't want to be patriarchs. Welcome to the Dirty Force Podcast, my nigga. I 100% agree. Bro says it's because of programming. Why do you let black bitches program you? Why do you listen to your mama and grandma? What you want to be a grandma when you get grown, bro? Ain't nothing a woman can tell me that makes sense to me, bro. Not about nothing, B. And I don't say it from a place of hate. Like you can have the sweetest mother on earth, bro. She could be the most loving, sweetest, most nurturing woman on earth. You might catch me one day at your crib talking about old movies with your mama. She might be cool as shit, but you know what she ain't gonna be able to do? Teach me a motherfucking thing, cause she a girl and girls don't know shit. It don't mean she not sweet, don't mean she don't love you, don't mean she don't have the best intentions. But she a girl, she don't know shit. You could be sweet and dumb. Y'all saw the show I did on Down syndrome kids. They sweet and dumb. You could be sweet and dumb. Love your mama. Don't listen to her. Love your girl. Don't listen to her. Train her. And if you don't know how to train her, you know who you find out who to train from? The coach. Coaches train you to be a player until you master the game and become a coach. Y'all motherfuckers are wolves letting the chicken teach you how to hunt chickens. Where the fuck they do that at? But when a man tell you, nah, bro, don't listen to the chicken tell you how to hunt a chicken. They don't want to get eaten. Man, check this out, wolf. You fellow wolf, this is how you hunt chickens. Oh, I ain't got to listen to another wolf. I'm my own wolf. But you listen to the chicken? I listen to chicken because I like chicken. Chickens don't want to get eaten, nigga. A fish ain't gonna teach the fisherman how to catch them. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? I want somebody to hit the link and tell me why y'all go overseas to get a domestic chick. I want somebody to hit that because women are not race loyal. Women are not tribe loyal. Women have no loyalty to their delineation. Only men care about their tribal affiliations, their nationality, they set, they gang, they frat. Except AKAs, but they masculine bitches. AKAs do care about being AKAs, but then they kidnap each other and sell them on the sex market. Somebody hit this link and explain to me why y'all leave the land of goofy black bitches to go to the land of other goofy black bitches who can't even speak the language, who want to come back to America and join the ranks of the goofy black bitches that you left behind. Somebody explain this to me. I ain't no motherfucker to go around, bro. I ain't having no panels with a bunch of goofy bitches that's been hearing the same thing for the last 16 years since social media got popping about how men asking them to be a actual biological woman and they like, nah. And then y'all bringing them on panels and they like, nah. And then you begging them for submission, but when submission never comes from begging, submission comes from overwhelming force. And y'all don't want to put no pressure on the motherfucker, but want to submit. Be like, nah. Then y'all want to go in foreign lands where you have no support team, no family, no friends. The authorities don't have to be obligated to you because you're not from their nation, and you think you're just gonna pluck a good bitch from out there. And if anything go wrong, something ain't gonna happen to you, and you feel that's safer than checking the bitch next door. It's weird, man. It's strange energy, bro. These bitches got you thinking that all black men are felons, even though there's more black men in college and in jail, even though there's millions of more black women than black men, even though 500,000 more black men are married than black women, even though it's 9 million more black women. Think about that. 500,000 more black men are married. Not the percentage. I'm talking about the number. Numerically, 500,000 more black men are married than black women, even though there's more black women. But they tell you that men don't want to be married. These bitches kidnapping kids at an alarming rate. All they kids look mixed match. Saw the picture I showed y'all earlier. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that picture up. I know I got it in here. Motherfuckers want to tell you how they good women, how they hold it down. What I got damn picture at? I know where it's at. I know where it's at. It's right here. This is what you up against. This is what you dealing with. Come on, man. This. Motherfuckers talking about feminists have one kid by or kids by one man. Bitches just talk to lie, nigga. That's all the fuck they do is lie. Every time they open their mouth, they just fucking lying. Look at this shit. You take a picture like this. Man, what I do with the picture? That's crazy. I gotta fit a picture again. Look at this shit. This little portly little woman right here had a baby every year since she had a menstrual cycle. Tell me which one of these kids look alike. Point to the two kids that look like she had a baby every goddamn year since she had a period. Show me two babies that match. Just having kids for the welfare, kids for the WIC, kids because they need somebody to love. A lot of these girls have kids because they need somebody to love because they mamas ain't shit. Because ain't look, and they selfish. They can't even share love with a man. They can't give their love to a man. Family, my ass, man. Y'all, black women marriage rate is at 2% by the year 2030. Black men's marriage rates is 11% by the year 2030, and it's only that low because y'all want to be with black women. Do you understand what I'm saying, gentlemen? Do you know how much easier and simpler and more prosperous your life would be if you just decide to get babies with the place wherever the fuck you find a girl at? If you're not gonna check your bitch, at least get a girl that want to be a girl instead of these fucking vaginal breeding men. These are not good at being human beings, And I get that, but that's your fault. Cause you won't check your bitch. And you want to check your brethren for checking his bitch instead of being like, yeah, I feel you, bro. That's wild. I ain't even got the soundboard on. That's wild. He said she didn't have kids, she had puppies. That's wild. You know what, bro? I used to believe that, Zuma. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not saying legitimately that you wrong now. But I used to believe as a young man, because I used to watch all the things that happen to college athletes. So, I played a little football in college. I wasn't no star, but I was on the team. I had a jersey, and I used to watch how all the star football players in these major programs and these, at least one black football player per year per school would get, you know, would get jammed up out with some fake essay charge. Then I realized something, bro. It is way more dangerous to be with a Keisha in any place than it is to be with a Becky, even in Mississippi. Way more dangerous. It is way more dangerous. Because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you why, and I learned this when I was in South Dakota. When white women date black men, and this is fucked up. What I'm about to say is really, really messed up. It's really lightweight disrespectful, but it's still true. When white women date black men, they kind of see y'all like pets, which I found totally disrespectful. But if you want to be somebody's pet, then that's the way to go, right? And we all know that white people love their pets, right? The little fetish thing that white girls got for black guys, the I'll take care, I'll help them be a better guy type of thing. Like they don't really coddle you and just let you be on the couch like Keisha does, because Keisha doesn't want you to be better, because she thinks if you ever get on your feet, you'll leave her, because she knows she ain't worth having a real man. Becky, she want a man. She'll let you get on your feet. You know, she'll help you out because you her pet, and they like to groom their pet. They like to love their pet. They like their pet to have activities. And that sounds like a real bad thing, and but it's kind of the mindset. But white people love their pets. Black women don't love their pets. Black women don't love their kids. Black women don't really love like men. Period. They just need men resources when their life get fucked up. Black women don't like other women. Black women don't like themselves. You safer with a white woman. If things go wrong, is the consequence harsher? Probably, but it's less likely for things to go wrong. The same thing could be said. Hold on, man. This might be tequila. Y'all ain't pulling up no way. Hold on. Like us up, man. Hold on. What up, Bueno? What you on? You right there? What's poppin'? Don't be an asshole. You act like you don't know who the fuck I am, man. I'm doing a podcast though, but shit, what's poppin'? You trying to sip some? Watch the game. Damn, I said I was gonna follow through with my dad and watch the game. I slide down and watch the game on you. You got a bottle? Motherfucker, if the bottle there, I'm there, nigga. Nah, I'll slide through. I guess. All right. It be tequila on deck. Y'all ain't even pulling up, man. Goddamn it, man. Y'all fucking up my tequila time, man. I could be watching the game, eating tequila. I'm trying to get an understanding with the bros, man. Ain't nobody pulling up explaining this fetish to me, man. Somebody explain this black fetish to me, bro. Like I understand people they on proximity. If you black and you in America and you around black communities or you in different environments and whoever you happen to like, I get that. Why do you leave the country to date the bitch you could have dated down the block from you? That's what I want to know. Somebody explain that to me, man. Why does everything have to be foreign? Why do you have a mentality that what you are ain't enough that you gotta have a foreign something? The bullshit of their country, the BMW and Benz of their country that they use as taxi cabs, y'all want to make luxury items in America. The the garbage, these are bottom barrel. But y'all don't go out the country and date the daughter to the uh to the parliamentary class. Y'all don't go to other countries and date the president's niece. Y'all go out the country and get regular bitches. They just black. It's regular. All these bitches broke, bro. There's 12 million black women living under the poverty line. There's only 117,000 black women that make close to 100,000 a year. All these bitches broke. They done turn every fucking social media opportunity to a prostitution site. Naked pictures on Snapchat, naked pictures on OnlyFans, naked pictures on IG. These bitches went on Twitch. Twitch supposed to be on video games. They trying to sell pussy on Twitch. All these bitches do is sell pussy. What? Then you gonna go to another country and try to buy pussy? Explain to me what the fetish is, man. What's poppin', Zacharias? What's poppin'?
Hello, can you hear me?
I get you now.
Okay, cool. Um, can you say the title of the video again to me? I
I
left the.
want to know what the fetish is. Why niggas get passports to fly across the world to get the same bitch that they could get down the block instead of just training the bitch down the block.
Um, I don't want to die on this hill, but Afro Brazilian women, Afro Latinas, period, don't look like American black women. Just saying. Skin
I,
complexion,
I
sure,
I disagree.
but I just want to. I came up here because I just want to like fully understand what you're saying. I don't want to have to call you later because I feel like why not just come on the panel right now, right?
I
I
disagree.
feel
All
like
right,
that's.
let me find a picture of an Afro Brazilian. Hold on.
He said I disagree. First of all, 80% of black women in America is overweight.
All right,
Over 80%.
all right. They're a bunch of fat bitches. They weren't always fat. They weren't
Now,
always.
I agree. I'll give you this. If they would lose weight, they will look similar. Very similar. I'll give you that. So we don't even gotta you don't even gotta find a picture. I'll give you that. I get what you're saying now. If they was to lose weight and stay in shape, they would have the same similar figures and all that stuff.
Show
Shoot,
show show me
they
this
would probably
badass
look.
Afro Brazilian bitch. Show me these badass Afro Brazilian bitches that don't look like regular American bitches. She look like shit. I done slept with her 3 times. Let's see. This
And
tranny,
I get
this
what you're
tranny,
saying on
this
that
tranny
part.
looking African Brazilian bitch. She just looked like every mixed chick in Alabama. You couldn't tell she Afro Brazilian if I didn't put in Afro Brazilian. He looked Afro Brazilian. She looked like a regular bitch.
So
They still hanging
you
out.
saying
She still look like LeBron James' mama, and they still
I
hanging
don't
out
know
with
what that
fat. They still hanging out with gay dudes in Afro Brazil. Tell me the fucking difference between an Afro Brazilian goofy black bitch and an American goofy black untrained toddler, bro. Tell me the difference. She looked like a fake. She cute.
so you saying when dudes travel Uh, they should get a trained non-brown skin woman.
No, I'm saying why don't they train the bitch they got? We right here. If these bitches
Okay,
untrained, that's
that's
because
fair.
we.
That's fair.
If these toddlers are untrained, that means that they have raised poor
Horrible
patriarchs.
patriarchs. Yes, I was gonna say horrible patriarchs. Um, I agree, and it's funny because my friend uh came to the conclusion that it was men's fault, and I was like, "You are right, man." But guess what? Men's fault, men's fix. And I was telling them that I was born into it, so it's not like I was like a boomer, right? So I was born into it, but it's still my fault, my fix, regardless. But it's just so interesting to like. I still got to take the blame, even though I was born into it. Not saying that I'm not going to take accountability and have to
No,
train these toddlers
it's your
and
fault.
stop them.
It's your fault. Hold on, man. I'm just looking at how ugly these bitches are, man. Talking about some Afro Brazilian bitches. The men are handsome, pause, but these some funny looking bitches, bro. All these Afro Brazilian bitches is funny looking. I'm not saying they're not cute girls out there, but there's cute girls everywhere. This? I'm traveling for this? No, I bet
This
you I
look like
don't.
these look like the feminist, not the.
I put in Afro Brazilian. All this is Afro Brazilian. You see it right here, Afro Brazilian. Say Afro Brazilian. I put in Afro Brazilian.
What made you want to do this stream?
I was just thinking about my job, bro. When I used to sell cars, well, I used to sell travel packages to Germany, and the German, all the German high class cars, the cars we call luxury cars here, are they taxi cabs? They police cars, right? Then it's
Uh,
in America, you don't want to drive a Ford or a Chevy. We be cracking jokes, found on the road dead, all that. That's they luxury cars, 100,000 for a Ford, right?
yeah,
The way that so I'm like, yo, all it is it's an increased price because of the tariff tax, and you just want to have something exclusive that nobody else has where you from. But it's black bitches everywhere. It's nothing exclusive about any woman. You feel what I'm saying?
nah,
Especially a
nah.
black woman, because there's more black people on earth than anything. Except
So you're not anti a dude getting with a brown skin chick. You just saying train your bitch regardless of her skin color.
kind of sort of, but not really. I am saying train your toddler. I am saying that. Once upon a time, right? Let me show it to you. No. Once upon a time, um, black girls in America had good customer service. They were sweet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they still didn't want relationships. Don't get it twisted, right? They still didn't want
Yeah.
relationships, but they were nicer about it. Ugly girls would suck off the crew because they knew they was ugly. They had girl that was fat.
Before social media.
Right, the girls that was fat, they had to hold
Cause
the purses and hold the coats at the club. And every guy knew that if you want to fuck the bad bitch, you had to feed the fat bitch too and be cool with the fat girl because she'll cock block you if you don't. It was rules to this game.
yeah, now it's just anarchy. Cause you let toddlers um make their own decisions. Now they're gonna mess up being professional fun girls. None of professional fun girls is gonna be sending false accusations on you. That bitch is supposed to be doing her job. We let you in our presence. So you should be lucky. But nah, they don't have that mentality. They mess up everything they touch without adult supervision. But um
Can I make this bigger?
I'm just trying to figure. So even if I got if I went overseas, Africa, let's say I go to Africa, right?
Why would you go to Africa? What business would you have in Africa? What purpose would you have to be in Africa?
Um,
If you got to think about it, then you chasing bitches. Why the fuck would you get a passport to get a bitch you can get down the street? Fun fact, I got my passport because I was supposed to go to South Africa. I was going to South Africa to meet the president because I wanted to know what we could do
oh
about
yeah, the
doing
forex.
nah, not even just a forex. I was going down there. with with the home group. Matter of fact, I can show you the email. Hold on. I don't even mind showing y'all the email. By the way, fun fact, in 2003, most of these girls would have been seen as obese. Not
Yeah,
obese, plus size models. These women were plus size models on America's Top Model with Tyra Banks in 2003. Now you think these girls anorexic. That's the difference. When men trained their toddlers, when men wouldn't just fuck anything, women women compete, but they compete for men. Men compete for resources and social currency and affluence and influence, and that's what men compete for. Women just compete for men. And when they're not competing for men, they're competing against men while asking men to help prop them up to be better than them. That's a man's fault. Why the fuck do you help a bitch? The best bitch is a broke bitch. What they gonna do with money? Let's see something. Let's see if I can find this. I ain't finna look for it. Yeah, I was going down to South Africa because we were supposed to meet the South African president, and I was gonna go to the consulate to ask if there was any opportunity for us to set up our manufacturing in Africa. And looking back, I wasn't even on the tribe up thing at that time, but looking back, had we had an office in Africa, that would have been we could have made that into a what they call it, an embassy, an embassary, an embassy, whatever you call it, for the tribe.
yeah,
That was my
yeah.
purpose. Did I expect to get some pussy while I was there? Yes, because pussy come with the grind. I'm not traveling for the pussy.
Well, wherever you go, it's gonna be pussy, regardless of where you're traveling. So that's how I seen it. It's like that's just uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's, it's gonna happen by accident. You know, you don't even gotta try. So regardless of wherever you travel, Hawaii, Cambodia, Tanzania, Nigeria, Australia, there's more women on Earth. Shoot, American women only make up 2% of the world's female population. So it's like, um, so it's just like that's who really cares about that aspect of it's gonna happen. Um, but
Here's the thing, and you know what? I'm not even gonna knock the fact that Brazilian women had nice asses, bro. I'm not gonna knock that. But here's the thing with that: until black men decided that any woman would do, and black women got fat, there was a certain thing, and I know you remember this. We called Luke dancers. Like every bad bitch, we called a Luke dancer, bro. All these chicks had nice ass. Well, they ugly, but now they got old. At one time, they still thick though. At one time, all the girls had nice asses right here in America until they got fat. If they lose weight, they probably had nice asses again. This is a cover from what 2000, 1991, something like that, 1988. They said Uncle Luke destroyed hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The every girl, everybody wanted to ass like a black girl. The fact that black girls got to go and get surgery in order to lift their saggy asses because they don't want to hit the gym, that's a lazy bitch problem. Bitches are lazy because men don't put them on the track. That's the men's fault. Men should have these bitches on leashes if that's what you got to do.
yeah, um, so this is you just addressing the dudes with a black female fetish who
All,
traveling.
all, yeah. All these
Oh,
are just regular black girls from the 1990s. All I'm showing is black girls from the 1990s. I put in Luke Dancer so you know it's the 1990s, just before every bitch got fat. They had nice asses then. It wasn't no flat booty girls in the 1990s. Even Trina had a nice ass in the 1990s. Shout out to Trina.
so you know I like Greek mythology. So you know one of the places that I eventually want to go is Greece. See like the statues, the one of Athena, hit some museums,
I got a
learn more
question.
about the culture and the Spartans.
I got a
Uh,
question. I got a question. I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm not castigating you for wanting to go to Greece.
uh.
Why don't you want to go to North Dakota? Why don't you want to go to Montana? Montana is beautiful.
You know, it's funny. I actually do want to go to like North Carolina, Colorado, some places in America. I'm not anti. I don't think America is fully like corrupted or whatever.
No,
There's places that.
this is what I mean, right? Because
Uh,
I do the Antueda religion, right?
uh,
Which is a North American religion.
right.
There are religious places in North America. There are temples and carvings and
Pyramids.
right in America. Niggas want to go everywhere but America. That's why it's so easy for foreign lands to take over America because black people have no ownership of the place in which they reside. Ain't no other home for us. Niggas don't know where the fuck they live. They want to have
I don't know
fucking,
where they from.
they want Middle Eastern religion, Greek and Roman religions. They want fucking African bitches, fucking right here. Take care of home. Motherfuckers had all these ideas of we was kings 2,000 years ago and all type of goofy ass shit right here. Uh, White people are trying to give America away, and black people are so anti-white that they anti-American. They won't just take America back. They're trying to give America away. There is no great white power.
Like, what you mean, like white supremacy?
That shit don't exist. You've been around white people. Do they seem supreme over you?
No, never. I would never even. I don't even use that word because I don't have the mindset that someone could be better than me just based off their skin color. That's goofy. That's literally like a female, black female. That's what they be saying.
Black
It's like a
women,
scapegoat from the actual oppression that they be giving the black community.
boomer men, and black women yell white supremacy because they want you to be less than so you can be a slave. Matriarchy is slavery. White people ain't slavery. Matriarchy is slavery. Even when they had slaves, men don't fuck up their property. Men take care of their property. So even during slavery, white they want they'll kill them. Everybody who yelled white supremacy was trailer park trash. They were sold a bill of goods that even if you poor, you better than black. People that got bread never believed in white supremacy. They were the fucking abolitionists. They were the lawmakers. They ain't give a fuck about that shit. People are not intrinsically colorist. Black people are way more colorist than anybody else because they feel less than. And they feel less than because they listen to bitches with clothes on, and their bitches with clothes on is less than everything. They horrible bitches. But the fact they horrible bitches mean they're the easiest to be trained. They need the most discipline. Niggas want to love their way through this shit. Motherfuckers need discipline. Bitches don't even like to make love. They like to get choked. They crave discipline. They want slavery. But that's a whole different. It's related, but that's a different topic. Right here in America,
So where should I travel? What travel destinations would you suggest in America?
I would do the Southwest all the way to the Northwest. Right. I wouldn't do the coast. So I would do Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Montana, Idaho, North and South Dakota. I would do those. Any place that has Native American reservations, I would do that.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Um, because people say black people don't have no allies, but that's because they keep trying to include women. You got a whole America has an entire nation inside of its borders. The Native Americans are their own tribal nation. They got their own tribal code. They don't have to pay taxes. They don't need driver's licenses. They don't have to pay for shit. They're their own nation, a sovereign nation inside of American borders. and nobody talks to them. You said fuck them people, fuck they gods, fuck they fuck their ability to make it so you don't so you can be emancipated. Fuck them. We was kings. And then they worship Egypt, and everybody in Egypt was Arab. They weren't even black. All they queens they worship was Greek bitches that took over Northern Africa. They weren't even black. It's weird as shit. They play crayon games and don't even know how the colors work. Niggas just make up shit. They got imaginary friends like these toddlers do. I'm not traveling anywhere so another man could train a bitch for me. That means that my father and grandfather failed me, and that I'm failing my brethren. If I can't train a toddler, and my brothers can't train a toddler in order to fulfill a community standard, then that means we failed as men. We're horrible patriarchs. If you want to leave out the community, that means that women are running the community, and you're afraid of the sons that they raised on their own because all they raised is killers, cowards, and gays. You don't leave places that's safe. You don't leave places where people commune in unity. You buy a house 2 blocks away from your dad because you feel good here. Hey, bro, hilarious. Somebody don't come to Mexico just for the women be. Nigga, we know they turn the refrigerator boxes once they hit 20. I'm coming to Mexico though. Besides to visit the castle, bro, I'm coming to Mexico, bro, because I want an authentic taco, bro. I want real guacamole. Guacamole when they cut the guac out the avocado.
So, what would you tell the plantation bros? Just I want to use that term. Dudes in America. Um, how how would you what would you tell them about the domestic terrorism and you know the KKK and the horrible children that she raises? How do you how do we go forward from there?
I heard you. I'm gonna adjust that. I'm tripping on this Chevy that Hannibal got a profile picture. Cause just on the theme of what we talking about, bro, that's probably a $60,000 car in Germany, my nigga. Just cause it's just cause it's foreign. That's crazy. Man, don't worry about the more signs. Don't worry about none in Chicago, bro. Every group in Chicago that tells men they gonna make you a better man, niggas only do it for the bitches. The Moore Science group is full of fucking turban wearing juice and berry bitches that fuck it up. The fucking Nation of Islam, which is right here in Chicago, Farrakhan right here in Chicago. Niggas join that shit in jail because they want structure. And then as soon as they get out, they like, I just want 3 wives. And fuck around with fat bitches wearing motherfucking fucking hair hats and shit. Everything in Chicago revolves around worshiping a bitch and dying for a bitch. So don't worry about no group in niggas from Chicago lock down small towns. Niggas in Chicago are under the rulership of a bitch. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah, a lot of single mother communities where single mothers thrive. It's like a cult of female worship. That's what I noticed growing up.
All right. Train your toddler, nigga. If you addicted to black bitch for train your toddler, nigga. Get you a black bitch from downtown, from whatever city you in. You know what I'm saying? Grab a bitch from the club, lock in the closet when she fuck up, whoopings, timeouts, take her allowance, and you'll be all right. I ain't saying don't get a black girl. I'm saying what the fuck y'all traveling, spending $2,000 to travel halfway around the world to get a gutter bitch from somewhere else. We got gutter bitches right here. We got broke bitches right here. Horrible whores right here. Bitches fucking for a place to stay right here.
That is true. Not trying to shame nobody, but dudes be doing that to go to DR. It's like when they say go red pill for black women, but not for non black black women. It's like you want a Keisha, just not a black one.
They not
So
red
you
pill,
gonna get a Karen.
but they not red pill though. They just want some pussy. You know how many niggas will break down for a hug? They only red. They sexually deprived. That's not red pill. You ain't getting pussy. You can only be red pill when you get pussy and you hate bitches. You can't be real pussy if you don't get pussy. That's not how red pill work. That's how red pill work online, but that's not real red pill. Red pill is me and all my niggas fuck bitches and now my boy Kenny, he told me a couple of weeks ago, he just out the blue, he was like, man, bro, I'm tired of these hoes, bro. He was like, but he liked the company of women though, right? He ain't even as hardcore as me. He liked the company of
Uh,
women. He be like, yo, he say, nigga, he said, I'm to the point right now, bro. He said, I'm just fucking with young girls and telling them, shorty, just call me when you short on your rent. I was like, bro, that's what you want? Sick of that? He said, he was like, bro, I ain't getting married again, nigga. I don't want no more relationships with these bitches. I just tell them to call me when they short on their rent and they know what to do to get them the rest of the rent money. I was like, my nigga, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. This is Chicago.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, this is where we at now. Instead of training them, we just call me when you short on the rent. Dang.
You know what though? I'm ignoring the rest of that shit that Zumo's asking. You know what, Hannibal? My boy got a box set he got from this old lady for like what do you say paid for it? 800, 2,000, something like that. Her husband died and it was just in the garage. He bought the box Chevy. But because the type of nigga he is, he wild hunters nigga. He slapped a paint job on it, some 24s, put a sound system in it. You know what I'm saying? Do some bucket seats in that bit. It's clean as a whistle. Now he trying to sell it for 20,000. I was like, for a Chevy? He's like, bro, box Chevys went up, bro. He's like, nigga, I take 13. 13 for a 1989 box Chevy? 13, nigga. I'm like, that it's clean as hell though. He don't even drive it though. It's been in his garage. He done drove it like 4 times. It's been in his garage the whole time. He be driving his Lexus. He's been in the garage the whole time. Yeah. Chevys went up.
I get what you're saying, so I'm gonna hop off the panel. Um, I just thought you was. I
Hold
know
on,
you say that.
he said I got no car, no bitches. Hey, look, bro. Black women work for you then. You should have no problem getting the baddest bitch. All the black woman wants is a nigga that need him. She gonna try to keep you down though, so you'll never be able to have a car or a job. But as long as you gonna be poor anyway, fuck a black bitch until times get back. That's what they are. Black women are gap stop pussy. They what you do to get by until you get something better. It's like working at McDonald's until you can get a better job, right? You know how you can't get a job until you got a job? That's what black women are. They the pussy that you get until you get a better woman. Go out
Well,
there, talk to a black bitch.
that is true because I see them bragging about they want hobosexuals, so they think they're getting over on a dude. You know, they always think they're getting over on a dude, but they keep using this term hobosexual or some other term, couch something,
I'm,
futon dick. That's
you
what they
know,
call it, futon dick,
you
some
know,
shit like that.
I got a commercial I've been wanting to do for a year. It's called Dirty Folks, the parole officer. And the whole thing is how to date a black bitch by telling that you on parole. And I'm gonna give y'all a dossier. I'm gonna give you a card to say Dirty Folks, your parole officer. So whenever you fucking with her, when you get into it, she called me like I'm gonna call your parole officer and I come get you in a box Chevy and I put you in the back seat and act like I'm taking you to jail, but I just drop you off at your mama house. Say you don't go back for 2 days. You know what I mean? Bro, I got a down pack, bro. You got to tell a bitch you a felon, bro. If you ain't got no money, you got to tell that bitch you got a felony, nigga. You just beat a murder, nigga. I'm gonna get you a dossier. Watch.
Yeah, I think that's why they're starting to invest in prison reform, slaves, pretty much. Um, these bitches not slick.
Man, look, if you got $41 in your pocket, you deserve better than a single mother. If you got $39, You short. Just give her the $39. Be like, Ma, I bring you back the dollar. If you got $41, bro, you are now overqualified for a single mother. I'm gonna tell you the best girls I ever been with. Orphans. Go to the orphanage, my G. Go to the orphanage and just I think they got a graduation ceremony. I'm not sure. Just when they graduate, and you just be there clapping. Just just be clapping. And then just pick them out because now they ain't got nowhere to go. Because if they don't have nowhere to be at and they ain't get pregnant, now they gotta go to one of them what they call them, job corps. Catch some bitches before they go to job or go to job corps orientation. Just clap. Grab a bitch off the job corps line, just pluck her out like shorty, you with me. You ain't got nowhere else to be.
Yeah.
Don't let these bitches fuck around and learn how to read, my nigga. She a ruined bitch. It's like slavery in reverse. You know they say, man, once you teach a slave how to read, they a useless slave. That's how these bitches are, bro. With
Damn.
fuck you don't get an educated bitch, a bitch with a job. Once a bitch got $2 in her pocket, she a useless hoe. What you gonna do with a girl with $2?
Yeah. Used to have the but no dough clip.
Man, look, nigga, y'all need to tribe up, nigga. Y'all need to take y'all Colorado tribe up. I'm going on an orphanage tour, nigga. Next this year. This year, nigga. I'm telling you. We're gonna have a show. I'm putting that show on Amazon Prime. It's gonna be called Marry Your Secretary. And we're gonna ride around. We're gonna show the whole process how we find the girls. We're gonna go from orphanage, like small town to small town, foster care and shit, until we goddamn it, man, pick enough girls that need somewhere to be at to do something, man. I used to this in the early 2010s, man. I used to mentor high schools and elementary schools. You know, it's in around Chicagoland area. And I remember I went to this elementary school. I want to call it Piccolo, but that is not the name of it. Hold on, I'm about to find out the name of it. I always tell this story. I never know the name of the school. It's on 69th and Morgan. On 69th and Morgan. Is it Stag? No, that's 74. Hers. It's a Salvation Army right there. Maybe it was 74. Maybe it was 74. Stag Elementary School. Stag Elementary. I remember I was talking to seventh and eighth graders, and it was a 14-year-old eighth grader. It was like, yo, I just want to have a kid, so I have somebody to love. Then there was another girl. No, it was a 15-year-old eighth grade. I don't know how she 15 in eighth grade, but it was a 15-year-old eighth grader talking about she just want to have a kid, so she has somebody to love. So I know her mama wasn't loving her right because women don't love their kids. And then there was a 14-year-old seventh grader who was talking about she want kids because she understand when she get kids, she'll get a house and she just want to get out of mama house. Girls is using pregnancy as a plan to get out of bondage, bro. They don't have no plan. Niggas be thinking job corps orientation is overseas. Nigga, it's a job corps in every outside of every major city in America, bro. That's what motherfuckers that fight their mama go. They fight their mama, mama kick them out, they ain't got nowhere else to go, they go to job corps. That's everywhere. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all tribe up. Y'all can make a daycare for these toddlers. You'll have a line around the fucking city of bitches that want to join in. You don't know what Job Corps is? Job Corps is where bad kids go when they drop out of high school or they fight their mama and they got to get out the house and they go to it's like an army boot camp type of thing. They got to wear little, they wear jogging suits, but that's their little uniform. And they learn trade skills like woodworking and metalwork or whatever the case may be, how to be a secretary, shit like that. They learn a trade so they can graduate and get a job and they have like a job placement, give you a little bullshit job. Yeah, it's kind of like juvie. It's kind of like juvie, but without a criminal record. It's kind of like juvie. Yeah, yeah. That's a yeah. Without doing a crime though. But yeah, it's juvie for non-criminals, but you still a badass kid. Exactly what it is. But these niggas they want felon girls anyway. I'm still waiting for somebody to pull up. Cause if y'all ain't gonna pull up, man, y'all already heard me take the phone call, man. I got tequila waiting for me, bro. Somebody tell me why y'all go halfway across the goddamn world to get a black bitch that look just like the black bitch that lay down the block. Yep. Y'all ain't got no answers. Don't know. Can't nobody tell me why. Can't nobody tell me why y'all spend all this goddamn money on passports and tickets and hotels and y'all trying to get remote jobs so you can work off your laptop to fuck with a ghetto gagger from another country, huh? Yeah, you can explain it, bro. You can pull up. I'm in for 15 more minutes. I'm going to my boy crib on the hour. Yeah, Zuma, the black fetish is pathetic, bro. It is pathetic. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not that being with black women is pathetic. I'm not saying that. But the black fetish, well, let me finish this sentence real quick, bro. The black fetish is this, right? If I and I said this before, if I go down to Mexico and I conquer Mexico, I'm gonna Mexican girls. I'm not gonna be like, oh, where the black girls at? Because when being conquered, to the victor goes the spoils. That's why it's called the booty, baby. Why would I go to another land to get a bitch that look like the bitch down the block? I'm gonna get the bitch indigenous to the land that I'm from, that I'm at. I want, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a go different culture, I'm going balls to the wall, nigga. I'm getting me a fucking 5'1" Asian chick. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go that way, I'm gonna find me a fucking Pakistani chick with a dot on her forehead. I'm not gonna get a chick that look like my sister friend. If I'm gonna go halfway across the world. Anyway, what's poppin', bro?
How you doing? Good morning.
Morning, bro.
Okay, so
I
we just had this conversation about the passport pookies. There's a passport bros, which are expats. Those are people that are permanent residents that come and live in another country. Then there's sex tourists, which we call mongers. Mongers are basically people that just come down to beat up cheap pussy that they have to buy, and that ain't us. We don't hang out with those people. Those are low lives,
but
and
how
there
but wait,
are a
wait.
lot of them. There
Wait.
is a lot of them. I
I know
mean, when
I
I say a
know
lot of them, I'm going to tell you that if you see a line, like a physical line with 6, 7, 8, 10 guys standing outside of an apartment building in a line, they're going in to get the same type of girls that they had back in the States.
and that's my question. Why not pay the 40 at the crib? Like, why would you get a passport, buy a flight, get a hotel room to get $3 pussy? You could have paid $40. You'd have came out cheaper. You know what I'm saying? At the strip club.
True. The challenge is the language, it's culture, it's the cost of living down here is about 20% of what it costs up there, probably more now. And as far as the niceness factor, because American women in general, all races, are rude, selfishness, and most of them have emotional problems, and their bodies are fucked up because of the food that's in the States.
Not gonna
Down
lie.
here, we don't
Yeah.
have GMOs, so we don't have like big fat stomach girls and pear shaped girls, even after they have kids, because nobody drives; they all walk, so they have to exercise basically by default. In the States, nobody drives to the store, the corner. They drive everywhere. So there's that. Then there's the food that causes mega inflammation, causes diabetes. Everything has sugar in it, including the hamburgers at every fast food store has a teaspoon of sugar in every McDonald's hamburger. So there's that. Now, someone asked the difference between Brazilian women and Mexican women. And the difference is the Brazilian women have probably the best bodies as far as from the waist down. They do not have any titties, but then they have these pretty faces that almost look like a Spanish girl, but then you get Afro Brazilian, Afro Venezuelan, and then my ex-wife is Afro Colombian. And so they all have characteristics, features that are not the same as American women. They might look a little bit the same, as far as like having big titties and asses and stuff like that, but they don't have an attitude. And also, the majority of women have all been through all 12 grades of high school. You don't drop out of school here. You just don't. It's like, how could you make yourself less marketable in the hardcore economy that pays people $3 a day? Okay. So you'd go to where you're treated the best, and you would go to where you may want to find something a bit exotic, but you come to find out that when you go to foreign countries, the women find you exotic.
Facts. That's
They don't treat you like that in the States. When I come to the States, they're like, "Oh, you live in Mexico? Oh, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
that's
They're like, "Oh,
hilarious. Oh, I'm
it
sorry.
is," because they act like, okay, what is the worst part of the South Side?
Inglewood.
Okay, so let's say every single time that you turn on the news, you see Inglewood, 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 Inglewood. Oh, what's that about Chicago? You mean Inglewood? You know there's better fucking places in Chicago to live. You and I both know that. I've been there.
Facts.
We hung out there. We had coffee there. We had cake. We even met some fucking foreign girls while we were there and passed through and went jump on the airport when we left. So I'm saying I didn't go to Inglewood. Why the fuck am I going to go to Inglewood? The same reason why a guy who has a low self-esteem and lives in a Inglewood and says the outside world doesn't exist. It's always like this. There is no outside world. It is only Inglewood. So I'm programmed to believe that the whole world is like Inglewood. Then I go across the fucking state line, and then whoa, people are nice here. People are different here. People have, they're very clean here. Their houses are nothing like what appeared on the TV. And so it goes on and on. That's why I encourage guys to come down and see for yourself, because I don't have to explain anything. I don't have to defend anybody because there's no lie to be told. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Okay, with what you just said, and I agree. Here's the thing, though. Even in America, everything is based on culture, right? So the culture is based on your area. So if I'm in Tennessee, or they still have that Southern hospitality, they're very sweet people, right? You go to Detroit, very rude. Go to Tennessee, very sweet, right? You go to South Carolina, they fake sweet, but they really nasty on the inside. But if you go to North Carolina, they act sassy, but they really familial. You know what I'm saying? They really family people, but they try to move fast. Like everywhere you go is a little bit different. You got to find the speed for you. Remember when I was young? Now you're not from America though. When I was young, there used to be this cartoon called City Wolf, Country Wolf, and the city wolf went to the country and fell in love with a country girl, and his cousin that was a country wolf came to the city and fell in love with a city girl because they balanced each other out. I don't I don't necessarily think that traveling across the world balances you out when you don't even understand the language. If I have to learn a language to fuck you, then we don't have anything in common.
However, you'll find it so amazing because they'll try to speak English to you, they'll try to understand you, and they'll actually think you're cute because you don't speak the language. But if you come decide to live here as a permanent resident, if you don't try to learn to speak Spanish or whatever language you go to, like go to Brazil, you're gonna have to learn Portuguese. I do not speak Portuguese. I understand it, but I do not speak it. It's like Italian. I don't speak it. I can read it, but I can't for the life of me. I can't.
It's
Grazie.
all halfway Latin though.
It is, and that's why I can read it, and that's why I'm pretty good at languages. Though the the challenge is the money, because nobody comes down here broke. You don't come down here if you don't have a surplus of cash or a regular income coming in, because there's a lot of nuances about living overseas that guys in the States don't realize when they come here. You got to call your bank before you leave so that they don't flag your card and say, hey, someone just tried to buy bra and panties at midnight in fucking Bangkok. So you want to be able to have access to money. And that's kind of the thing. The second thing is communication. Yeah, you could pick up your phone and go on WhatsApp and connect with on Messenger. But what happens if you got to call your bank back in the States? Do you know what to do? You can't call 800 numbers from the overseas. You have to have the regular landline number. And if they don't have it published on the internet, what the fuck are you supposed to do? So I figured out a way to call the US using an app that I download, go use the Wi-Fi, and then after I'm done with it, I delete that shit. That's how you get around. Only people that have been boots on the ground that have been through this, that didn't understand anything the girls were saying and got frustrated. That's why they leave normally, is because they just can't. They're not smart, or, well, I don't want to say that. Most people over a certain age can't learn languages, so it's harder for the older you get. The younger you are, the easier it is to absorb languages and to learn cultures faster. The biggest pains in the asses down here aren't the young pookies. They are not the problem. It's the old boomers that come here that are as old as my dad. They're the troublemakers down here. They're the ones with the program mentality that says that if you're not white, then you're not right. But they live in Mexico and they don't try to fucking learn the language, and it's embarrassing. So I'm riding with this older man. He was probably 55. I go, how long you been here? Because he was an international fire guy, but he retired and moved down here. So talk to him, and he says, hey, let's go get some, jump in my Jeep and go get some gas, and then we'll head across. So I get in, we go to the gas station, and he literally says this to the guy, because we don't pump our own gas here, the attendants do. The attendant is like, ¿Cuánto quieres, señor? And he's like, fill it up, like a dick. And I was like, that is fucked up. That is the reason why, and you go to foreign countries, they have this thing called the ugly American. Those are people who act up, end up in jail, getting in fights. I know, I was one of them. I've been arrested 19 times for being drunk and fighting in public in 6 countries. So I've been arrested in 6 countries for being a dumbass. And one of the times I wasn't even drunk. Well, so you know, March this year, I'll have 22 years sober, and I haven't been arrested since. So rest assured, I'm good. I can do better. I've definitely done better. And I want most people that are confused about this whole subject, they're thinking that this is all it is just prostitutes and whorehouses and things like that. I could not tell you the last time I saw a prostitute in public or
even before we get to that point. Sure. Like I said, I don't even care about gas, buying coochie. You can buy coochie anywhere.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. When you've had a life. You've done stuff, right? You're in Mexico right now doing firefighter stuff, doing classes, adopting kids, training kids, buying castles. You're doing stuff, right?
That's the idea, is not be bored.
I don't mind any man moving on their purpose and then they find a girl along the way. I have a passport. I don't mind guys traveling. I think you need to travel to expand your mind, broaden your horizons. When you go different places, you see what they're missing, so you know what you could bring to the table, or you see what they have that you didn't have back at home. I think all that's beautiful. I don't necessarily believe that you call them passport tricks or whatever you said they were, but passport pookies.
Yep.
I don't believe in traveling for the explicit reason of just to try to get sex, right? I don't believe.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna fly to the United States so I can go to McDonald's. Simply like that. It's like, what about the rest of the United States? What about this and that? Fairs, cool stuff to go to, things to see, go and watch concerts, have fun. Anything besides McDonald's. Why the fuck would I go spend all this money, get a passport, buy a plane ticket, fly to the United States, stay in a hotel, and then just go to the fucking McDonald's drive-thru over and over and over again? That makes about as much. It doesn't make any sense. and neither does a new guy who doesn't do his research come down here and realize that you don't have to pay for it if you want to, if you don't have to. And you could be short here, you could be fat here, and the women will love you till you die. So I really have put this. Well, I'll tell you something. I put my woman through it. Believe me, on every front, on every single bit of training that we talk about, as far as like silence. Okay, you and I know that silence is wonderful. I never been around a silent American woman ever. They have the right to remain silent, but lack the fucking ability.
Bars. But
If a woman
that's lack
from
of training.
Brazil, if a woman from Brazil like gets out of line with her husband, they smack the shit out of him.
Okay, here's the thing.
Still.
Here's the credit I'll give. Okay, so it's somebody like Gail. I don't know if Gail's still in the chat, but you get somebody like Gail. Now, I understand that I don't date Gail. I don't know Gail romantically, but Gail cool people. There's no safe space for a Gail. There's million spaces for travel one. There's no safe space for Gail because men have done a bad job of creating that space. Because women can't create a space for themselves. That's not how they design. They're there to interior decorate the space that you create. But if you train your toddler wherever you are, and that's the whole thing. When you go to other places, here's what I think America did. America gave women too many options. Women aren't good with options. They're horrible with options, actually. They should never have a choice. They don't even know what they want to eat. They should never have a choice on anything. You should politely tell them what they need to do and then stand on them to do it. But giving them choices will never work out for society, community, the world at large. Letting them talk with clothes on don't work out either. But when you go to these other places, most of the ugly Americans really don't go to like the affluent ones. We ain't talking about the guys who just hustled up some money to get out of town for a weekend. The affluent ones, they not traveling for women. They traveling for lady boys. They traveling for children. You, you know what I mean? Like when you go on they dating apps, when you get to the Philippines or something like that, all they promoting is debauchery.
That's right. That's why we don't respect those guys. They come down here and they act like that, and we know where they are and we see them, but they're not passport bros. Those are passport pookies. Sex tours or sex mongers is what they're called. And the regular like residents that live here, we don't associate with us because those are degenerates. And the rest of us that are here have, stable relationships. And my wife, she comes from her family owns a forklift factory, so it's not like she one of these, what do they call them, dirty foots or whatever, uneducated stuff. It's ridiculous because they only have one perspective. That's the news. They don't know what I don't know what Chicago is like if I'm not a resident. I couldn't tell you what the nuances are for Chicago. I couldn't tell you about any special thing about Chicago because I've never been a resident there. If I came there as a tourist, I would not be able to tell you about the history of the World's Fair. I wouldn't be able to tell you about the orphan trains. I wouldn't be able to tell you about orphanages. I wouldn't know about this work thing, the corporation thing. It's all of it is foreign to me because I've been overseas since '92. So the reason why I stayed overseas is because there's really nothing for me in the States. Why in the world would I put up with, first of all, I don't have to go and date single mothers because I can date women without children. And that's my decision and my choice. It's my option. And unfortunately, those ladies are good. I mean, I'm not gonna knock them for divorcing their husband, getting knocked up, having a baby out of wedlock, or committing paternity fraud, or any of that stuff. The women used to be great, and they haven't stopped being great. They just changed in dynamics, and they change in the attitude is the only thing I think that if my wife displayed the same attitudes as any American woman, then I wouldn't be with her. I have no tolerance for anyone masculine coming at me like that. I don't have any tolerance for girls who have DMs in their inbox or best guy friends and none of that stuff that American girls do. None of that shit flies down here. It doesn't fly. People are like, oh, let's see. Let me tell you about your friend, your best guy friend from high school. So what you're saying is that you are with a man who claims to be your friend who wants to fuck you. And she's completely oblivious of it. And every time I see that motherfucker, I'm like, "Phew, fuck, motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? So there is none of that stuff down here. And even if you're not a rich guy, you don't necessarily have to live in a poor neighborhood.
It's not,
I live in,
it's
listen,
not
we made it. I made a decision. I was going to start staying away from the tourist areas, staying away from the beach, staying away from the border towns because those are disgusting,
yeah.
and only stay in areas that are upscale. I don't have friends that are poor here. None. Not a single one is not in the middle class or above.
I'll say
So
this, and I'm about to go because I told my man I was gonna come through. Here's the thing: most people, I'm to use your Chicago analogy. There's a lot of people in every town USA that don't leave their square mile radius. There's a lot of people in Chicago that's never been downtown Chicago. I'm like, you ain't never been to Navy Pier? Nah, man, I ain't going downtown with it. I'm like, are you serious? So you look at people who have never been explored their own town, but they'll travel somewhere else and say somewhere else is better. And I think that's the biggest issue with the black culture thing because everybody's so busy, quote unquote, leaving the hood because they're really trying to get away from black women. They're not trying to get away from men because no matter where you go, you're gonna run into a guy from where you from, and y'all gonna be best friends. Like, oh man, what you doing out here?
exactly.
You're trying to escape the women because they unruly.
Hmm.
So
Well, the thing down here, they're not unruly. That's the thing. Is that one? I met Lissy when I flew to Mexico. She met me at the airport. I was 7 years ago, and you know, I got to see guys make the mistakes early, so that I didn't make those same mistakes. And then when new guys are coming, I go, listen, here's what you need to avoid. You definitely want to stay away from um, this area in particular. And if you're gonna go out with chicks, make sure that you have to vet them just as much as you would anywhere because you don't know. This is a foreign country, and a lot of people are very very different. But like I said, I only associate with the upper class. I do not associate the lower class. The lower class, I'd say 80%.
what? Yo, real quick, because I do gotta go. What country are you in again?
I'm in Mexico.
You in Mexico? I
Mexico.
thought you was in Medellin.
No, no, I was.
I don't know. We're gonna come down there. I told my guys, man. I said, man, we're gonna take a trip. We were gonna hit a cruise. I said, man, we're gonna go check out my man Castle. I
Well,
showed them,
Castle's here. It's in Mexico.
yeah, I showed them your IG. They was like, he really does have a castle. So we're
They
gonna try
really
to
do
make
have
it down
a
there.
yeah, they actually do.
We
And
gonna
my
we gonna
neighbors
come
are,
down there.
by the way, super nice. And there are no police in my town. None. Not a single one.
Oh, we might,
I'm the
oh
only fireman too, by the way.
man. Let me get up
That's
out
all.
of here though, bro.
I
Yo,
look,
bro,
appreciate you so much, man.
bro, drop your channel, man. Drop your channel so everybody can sub to you, man.
Sure,
We're trying to
sure,
get
sure.
you back on top.
Let me get one. I don't know if you can hear me.
Nah, man, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The hate is so banana. I hope
It's
trouble
kind
man get some
I'm
pussy.
immune to that, man. I'm immune to all that. I don't that doesn't apply to me, so I don't really
I
look
don't either,
into it.
bro. I'm amused by it, bro. I've never, I don't listen to girls with clothes on. I just think it's hilarious. I just think it's hilarious.
It's one of these things, my man. It's that we're conditioned. We're really conditioned to be afraid of what we don't understand, be afraid of what we don't know, criticize what we can't understand. That's what most of the people do when they try and come in these things and they are power commenting. things that they don't know about.
You know what? But you know what? People do fear what they don't understand. But let me tell you something else though. Black men and American men in general really need to embrace the hate. You guys need to embrace the hate, bro. Like, cause people fear what they don't understand, but they hate what they can't conquer. The reason that these toddlers hate you is because you can't be conquered. But instead of just being dominant, which is how you get submission, you try to love your way through and let them feel equal and let them feel included and try to show them that you care. And they hate you more for it because they're trying to conquer you. Conquer these motherfuckers. Take them down, nigga. No prisoners. Everybody go in the closet. Anyway, but we gonna have to make it down there. Bro, let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate you
Wait,
coming
wait,
up.
wait, wait. I got something for you. I just want to show you this.
What's up? What's up?
Let's take a look. I'm gonna send it to you in the back chat, and we could talk about because it's only 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes. It's not gonna hold you up. And chat with everybody in the chat. Okay. Can I chat with anybody? Here we go. All right. This link right here. Okay. This is when I was in Colombia, and it's the poorest part of Colombia, and I went there to. They didn't have a fire station there either, but I ended up being in Colombia for 8 years.
Oh,
And
shit. That didn't work.
if you can run that, you can see for yourself.
Hey,
If everybody would like to see this, I mean, it's up
I,
to you.
I pushed the button. I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, that's it.
This is 7 years ago, by the way, today. Where's this? No music?
Yeah, you hear it?
Is it muted? No, it's muted. It's
Nah, it's
muted.
hold on. Let me try it again. I thought I had the volume on. Hold on, try it again.
This lady is saying some disgusting things about me in the chat, but that's okay. It doesn't
I,
apply to me.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Mucho gusto, Justin. This is the area I told you about. This is where all the indigenous people live. There's no roads in, there are no bridges. You gotta go here by boat. Most of the people who work over, live over here, they work in the illegal gold mines out there. What is that? It's dredging. They basically suck up the river and they get all of the minerals out and they filter it and then they dump it into the boat. And that's how they process gold. And in the process, they pollute the fucking river.
This is the poorest part of Colombia, right here.
This, of course, is the jungle that we got no business in. Right here. No business at all. You go walking through this shit, there's probably a landmine that'll fucking blow your legs off. Before we have any fart guys pointing weapons at us over there, we turn the hell around.
Yeah, that's dope. I was
That
telling.
video right there on this day 7 years ago got me canceled in Colombia because of what I said. And the government came after me because of what I said on that video. I
But the
said that
landmines,
no, landmine is pretty common. But the gold mines, all the illegal gold mines in Colombia, after I made that video, all of they call them periodistas or reporters for the news and the newspapers came down. And I'm in a remote area, man. You have to take a plane to get here. It's all jungle on the outside. So um, the government had a word with me and they had me out the next day. They said that you basically exposed a ecological disaster because and an illegal operation that the government is involved with. And that's why they told me I had to take off. It wasn't fun because I had a whole household of stuff. I got my kids with me. She's like tripping. And they thought that there would probably be some consequences because of what I said. Yeah. Very, very kind of a rough day for me. Well, anyway, I was going to answer some questions in the chat because it seems like a lot of questions that I'm obviously this person is trolling, trying to get a rise out of us, but these
I,
questions are odd because they do not apply to us down here.
man,
Uh,
look, man. Don't even-
it's odd. But hang on a second because hang on, let me go back in time. All right, where is okay? Fuck your feelings. Yeah, I don't have feelings. I just want to clarify because you have questions, but you're pointing them at me like you're
Shut
trying to
no
insult.
questions. It's trolling, man. That's just
Yeah, I
trolling.
see that. I see that. But they have questions that are actually legit, but don't apply to us down here. Those are for like American guys that do bad shit or tourists that are doing bad stuff. Women that you date don't have to take birth control. Don't you know what? But men like risky behavior. Doesn't apply to me. I'm married and I haven't had with anybody, any other woman besides her. Don't mess with the Mexican police daughter or the drug trafficker's daughter. Do you think I would have anything to do with drugs? Really? Police officers' daughters? What are you talking about? Okay, I don't get that, but yeah, and
Travel one's a
yeah,
girl with clothes on, bro. I'm telling you, wasting your
it has
time.
to be a
It's a
woman
girl.
because um, yeah, I think what it is, I think that she's just trying to insult black men from the sound of it, because this right here, dirty. I don't know. It's just this is a person who's got problems, has had some maybe some toxic, fucked up shit happen or trauma from
Yeah,
past relationships.
it's called a mirror. They the toxicity, bro. Look,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you that's why I'm trying to tell guys they need to choke them out, but nobody listens to me, bro. Look, train your toddlers, guys, so you don't have a bunch of travel ones stealing your kids and saying it's your fault. But
What to
yeah,
myself? The person says, you did it to yourself with arrogance. You can't just do what you want in other countries. Do you think you have privilege? I actually don't give a fuck what you think. And I can do whatever I want. I don't need your goddamn behavior. I don't need your approval of it. You know, I love how women try to tell us how to think, try to tell us how to act. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do y'all a solid. And since I have a wrench, I'm going to fuck your day up. How about that? You want to get timed out? Play this
that,
game? Fuck them. Let them.
that's
But anyway, I don't have time for mediocre people like that anyway. And those are the people that we avoid. We don't get in a pissing contest with people that are just out to insult you. That doesn't happen down here. So yeah, appreciate you. Um, yeah, they don't. This person acts like black men are broke or something down here, and love violence against black women. So this person clearly loves to date ass beaters.
oh no, they need their ass beat. That's the problem. Cause
They
black
like
men don't beat women nearly enough, bro. I swear to God, bro, they don't nearly look everything that black girls say they hate, they really love, man. That's why I don't listen to them, bro. They be like, oh, all black men do is try to essay women, and then they go and make 50 Shades of Grey the biggest book and movie ever, bro. Like I don't listen to these girls, bro. They dumb. They just fucking dumb.
sound. It does. It's a little. It's a little disturbing to see a grown woman talk to people like that.
Man, the disrespect.
It should be embarrassing, but I think they're beyond that.
Yeah, and that's the problem, man, because they've never faced discipline. That's their problem. They need somebody to say they don't. Black men are horrible patriarchs, man. Scared of these girls, man. Better, man. Your
Well,
mom.
I'm gonna say, when I have the first floor built, you are more than welcome to come down.
Bro, yeah,
So
because I need the address, bro. I told you I need a mailing address, bro. I'm coming down there, bro. I promise you I am. We gonna
all
come
you
down
gotta
there.
all you do is fly to the Mexico City airport. I come pick you up.
Say less.
And you know what my car looks like. So, and just in case nobody knows what my car looks like, hang on a second. There it is. Well, there's one of them. There's that one. Okay, that's an Audi. I got the chicken bus, still working on that. And then
Yo,
I
I want
got
to be in the
a
chicken bus, man.
dune buggy.
Yeah,
Well, that's where I should pick you up in, because it's like the interior is like a private jet.
I want to be in the chicken bus, bro. I love chicken, bro. I love tacos for the hoes, but I love chicken, man. I want to be in the chicken bus.
Well, you could do both, because we're gonna have tacos every day, about 4 or 5 times a day, because they're just too good and too damn cheap. Eat lunch for $1.50. Come on.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that, man. But the bu-
So
the
you're more than welcome. Like I said, the academy is suspended because of the migrant situation. We don't want anybody confusing American blacks with any migrants that are coming through, so that no one gets any problems. The Africans that are coming through, it's clear. And the Mexicans are like, "Why are you here? You need to get out of here. They're not going to let you stay in the States. You should go back home." And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, okay, these people are ignorant. That's why. So anyway, I didn't want to keep you any longer. So appreciate you guys in the chat. You know what's up. Appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. You know what's up.
Man, appreciate you sliding through, bro. Let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for sliding through, man. Man, make sure y'all, man. This is a perfect example of why y'all need to train y'all toddler, man. I'm out.
Toddler tales are crazy stories that could only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology and the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other Toddlerology members. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story.
And just for travel one, I'm going out on this.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.